NFT market is down, and today I'm going to show you 25 NFT projects that you can buy at a discount. Because in the last 2 weeks, with all of these NFT projects trading downwards, this creates a really great opportunity to get into some NFT projects that may have been previously out of your price range. So today I'm going to show you a lot of NFT projects in a bunch of different price ranges, and I'm also going to focus on some of the blue chip NFT projects that have become a bit more affordable. Although do keep in mind that affordable must be taken with a grain of salt, because some of these NFTs are still extremely expensive. And keep in mind that this is not an all-inclusive list, and I'm probably going to miss out on your favorite NFT project. So if I do, go ahead and comment down below and let me know which NFT projects you're buying right now. And this isn't financial advice either. I'm really just putting this list together so you can go out and do more research on your own. Okay, so I have 6 different price brackets to show you. I have the 0 to 1 ETH price range, basically the entry level NFTs. Then we're going to look at the 1 to 3 Ethereum price range, the 3 to 5 Ethereum price range, the 5 to 10 Ethereum price range, the 10 to 20 Ethereum price range, and then the 20 Ethereum and up price range, the big boys. And real quick, if you would like to support the channel, and since you're going to be buying all of these NFTs anyway, go ahead and click the link down below and go get yourself a Ledger hardware wallet to protect your NFTs. All right, so first up in the most affordable NFT collection that we're going to be seeing today is Atom Bomb Squad at only 0.35 Ethereum. This is a really cool collection. It has 25,000 items and 8,500 holders. And this project has been around for about 9 months or so because it launched back in August of 2021. So definitely go do some research on this project. It's been 18 years in the making, and also they have about 53,000 followers over on Twitter. And this is the example of the art that you can see, and some of these NFTs as well have sold for really high dollar amounts. As an example, this one right here sold for 72 Ethereum. This one sold for 15 Ethereum, 13 Ethereum, 11 Ethereum. So not crazy high dollar amounts like the 100 Ethereum plus dollar amounts that we see for some other projects, but these are some pretty strong numbers, and definitely go check out the project because the price point at 0.35 Ethereum is really approachable. With gas fees, that's essentially the cost to mint an NFT project these days. All right, and the next project that we're going to be talking about just recently launched, and you may have mixed feelings about this project. Let me know down below in the comments. Again, this is not financial advice. This is just for information purposes, but the next project is Imaginary Ones. And Imaginary Ones is coming in at just 0.595 Ethereum, 8.9 thousand items, and 5.3 thousand owners. So that's a really strong amount given the number of items in this project. And you've probably seen this project all over social media and Twitter because it's been extremely popular, and they have almost 500,000 followers on Twitter. And this is the typical kind of running man, walking man style of 3D art that has become very popular recently. And what's a bit surprising about Imaginary Ones is I think some people expected it to perform better than it has. Not to say that it's performing badly, but I think some people were just expecting, with the 500,000 followers on Twitter, that it would have a higher floor price after launch. So if you're someone who really still believes in Imaginary Ones, then getting in at this price point may be pretty attractive to you. And you can also go look at some of the whales that have got into the project, mostly spending around 25 Ethereum at max, 20 Ethereum, 18, 15, 13 Ethereum for more of the rare NFTs from this collection. And there's a couple more projects in this 0 to 1 Ethereum range that I want to show you. And then after I get through those, I'm going to show you what I would buy in that 0 to 1 Ethereum range. Another very hyped NFT project that you could look at buying if you wanted to is Hape Prime. Hape Prime is sitting at just 0.68 Ethereum price for the floor price for this project, 8.2 thousand items, 5,000 owners. And what's really surprising is that this NFT project used to have a much higher price than it does right now. You can see from the start in February when this project launched that the average floor price was around 3.3 Ethereum, and then it spiked up to 5.24 Ethereum, really high. But then ever since that point, the hype and demand has really just kind of fizzled out, as you can see here on this chart. And now we're sitting on that average price of just 0.95 Ethereum. So I'd be curious to know if you think that this project could rebound, and whether or not it's a good buy in today's market, or if it's just kind of stagnant and stale and maybe it's just going to zero. What are your thoughts? Now, the next project that I've quite liked from the beginning has been Alien Friends, sitting at just about 0.75 Ethereum. And this project looks very similar to the Cool Cats type of projects, which I'm going to show you here in a minute as well. And you can see that this art is very attractive and very appealing to a lot of users. And this project at one point as well had a peak floor price of around 3.3 3.3 Ethereum or so, 3.25, but right now is trailing down around that 0.75 Ethereum mark. So it has tapered off quite a bit, although it hasn't taken quite the same decrease that Hape Prime did. So of the projects we've talked about so far, Alien Friends is the one that I would personally be looking into the hardest. But another really good contender in my mind for Alien Friends is the next project, World of Women Galaxy. World of Women Galaxy is sitting at just 0.7 Ethereum with 11,000 owners, 21,000 items, and 27,000 Ethereum in volume. And what I really like about this project is it's really the secondary project based off of the original Genesis World of Women NFT project, which has been very successful. And the World of Women project has been talked about by some very influential people in this space, like Gary Vee, Logan Paul. You may have mixed feelings about those kind of people, but I'm just showing you the kind of exposure that this project has, at least the original World of Women project. So World of Women Galaxy is going to ride the coattails of the typical World of Women project, and so this project could have some really good potential. It already has a pretty strong fan base because of World of Women, and so it could be a decent investment. And what's interesting about this project as well is that average price really hasn't tapered off so much. You can see we are floating right around launch time at about 1.5-ish Ethereum, and then we saw this peak over here at 2.16 Ethereum, and now we're just sitting at that 0.7 Ethereum mark. So that is something I like to see, where it hasn't trailed off so much, because it came down from basically about 2 Ethereum max floor price to 0.7 Ethereum, about a 60-65% decline or so, versus Hape Prime, which came from 5.5 Ethereum floor price on average to 0.65 Ethereum, I think is what it was at. And we have seen some very big purchases in this space as well. Over here we had 80 Ethereum, some 68, 65, 50 Ethereum prices for these NFTs. So definitely a lot of interest in this project, and it could have some really big upward potential in the future. And now finally, rounding out that 0 to 1 Ethereum range, ending with VeeFriend Series 2. This is the project that if I was looking to buy in the 0 to 1 Ethereum price range, I would look heavily at VeeFriend Series 2. And it's not even the most expensive that I've talked about in this range, because it's coming in at 0.62 Ethereum floor price. And this project, as you'll know, has a ton of NFTs, 52,000 items with 23,000 owners. So that should show you a bit of the demand behind this project, because there's 52,000 items, which you can see right here, but it's still maintaining this 0.62 Ethereum floor price, versus all of the other NFT projects that I showed you had around the 8, 9, or 10,000 item range in the collection. So if this project only had 10,000 NFTs, it would probably have 5x the floor price that it has right now based off the current level of demand. And you'll probably know as well that this project, just like World of Women Galaxy, is based off of the Genesis VeeFriends project that is from Gary Vaynerchuk. So if you're a fan of Gary Vee and you believe in this project, or you liked the VeeFriends project but want to get in at a bit of a cheaper price, this could be a really good option. So now let's go into that 1 to 3 Ethereum price range, and the first one I'm going to mention is Kaiju Kings, because Kaiju Kings is just sitting at a 1.13 Ethereum floor price, and given the floor price in history, this is actually quite a deal, because we saw a peak of 5 Ethereum for this project, and so you can actually get this project for about an 80% discount versus that peak floor price. But whether or not this project is worth that to you is going to be up to you and your own research. But I do think Kaiju Kings is a pretty unique project. I do like what they've done with the Kaiju Kings Genesis NFTs as well, and they are kind of going off of this, very pixelated kind of CryptoPunks vibe, which has been very successful for CryptoPunks and obviously some other projects like Moonbirds. But your purchase decision for this or any NFT project should really come down to the team behind it, the utility of the NFTs, and whether or not you believe it can actually provide value in the long term, and the team can build out a brand and build out an ecosystem that supports this project for the next 20, 30, 40, or even 50 years. Now this next project in this range, I'm still not sure if I'm pronouncing it right. I think I am. Let me know in the comments. Is Karafuru, I think. Not Karafuru, but Karafuru. I'm pretty sure. And this project is at 1.96 Ethereum, so just shy of $4,000 at current Ethereum prices. And you can see some of the art, very interesting style, kind of unique and a bit different from some of these other NFT projects that we've seen that kind of go off of this pixelated vibe or this cool cats type of vibe. And Karafudu has been very hyped as well, similar to Imaginary Ones, and they have almost 500,000 followers on Twitter. So this next project is going to be really great if you're looking to get into virtual land or virtual real estate. And that's, of course, Decentraland Decentraland, because Decentraland is at just 2.3 Ethereum, 97,000 items, 7.1 thousand owners. And if you're used to looking at this project, you're going to see that you're basically buying a plat of land in the Decentraland metaverse. And you'll be able to use this plat of land for future development, to rent it out to landlords. And there's going to be a lot of possibilities of what you can do with this land in the future. So if you want to jump feet first into the metaverse, then Decentraland could be a really good option for you. And as a notable mention, Sandbox is also another good option in the same price range, but a bit cheaper. But I'm just not going to go fully into Sandbox right now. Now we're going to step up into that 3 to 5 Ethereum price range, and we're going to look at another metaverse land-based NFT project. And of course, we're looking at Otherdeed. Otherdeed is sitting at just 3.1 Ethereum, so it just barely makes it into that price range. 98,000 items, 34,000 holders. And as you probably are aware, that this project came from Yuga Labs, the creators behind Bored Ape Yacht Club. And so this is going to be the metaverse for all things Yuga Labs, Bored Ape Yacht Club, and everything under their ecosystem. So if you're a big believer in probably the most valuable NFT project collection right now, Bored Ape Yacht Club, then going with Otherdeed as a metaverse bet could pan out big time in the future. Although nobody knows. If I did, I'd be super rich right now. So this is definitely a massive project. They had a huge launch, and if you want some more information, you can go check out the video that I did specifically on this project. All right, the next project, which we've mentioned a couple times, is Cool Cats. And Cool Cats really has been the biggest one that had this kind of art trend where you have this kind of simple, kind of bold outline art that was very popular, and we saw as well in Alien Friends. And they're just sitting at 3.89 Ethereum, 10,000 profile picture collection. And the floor price for this NFT project has reduced pretty dramatically, because if we scale out to look at the last year for this project, we can see that the peak floor price in October was 25 Ethereum for this project, which is massive money. And then even more recently in January and February, we saw this 17 Ethereum floor price. So this project has dropped quite a bit now to this 3.89 Ethereum floor price. So if you still believe in this project and the team behind it, this could be an excellent time to buy into this project, because you're buying in at a massive discount. Now the next project under 5 Ethereum is Murakami Flowers. And if you're not aware, Murakami is a very well-known artist, and he also worked on the Artifact Avatars project. And this project is sitting at just 4 Ethereum, 7,500 items, 4.6 thousand owners. And these are the Murakami Flowers, which you can see as these NFTs, and they've been very popular, and they also were extremely in demand when they launched. You can see that the floor price was almost 10 Ethereum on average and has since dropped quite a bit, but most NFT projects do drop after the initial reveal of the art. So this project is definitely really interesting. I do like the concept of getting behind an already well-known artist and supporting their art through NFTs. And next up, surprisingly, under 5 Ethereum is World of Women at just 4.54 Ethereum. And these are the original World of Women NFTs that have taken off in a big way and garnered a massive following. They started back in August or so of 2021, and you can see that they kind of got off to a bit of a modest start. Here in October, we saw a 5 Ethereum floor price, and then they really took off at the start of this year, but now we're back down to that 5-ish Ethereum mark. Now the last project under that 5 Ethereum mark that we're going to talk about today is Meebits. And I think Meebits is really interesting because this is a great way to get into the Larva Labs ecosystem, which you may know as the guys behind CryptoPunks, but you can get in without spending CryptoPunks money, because these NFTs are just 4.55 Ethereum, just a hair more expensive than World of Women Galaxy, and you're going to have these as 3D avatars in the other side metaverse. And so there's going to be some really big opportunities with these NFTs, and they could prove to be pretty valuable in the future. All right, up next at 5 Ethereum, starting that 5 to 10 Ethereum price point, is Invisible Friends. And you're going to see that Invisible Friends is pretty similar to Imaginary Ones. Even the concept itself is pretty similar. I mean, Invisible Friends, Imaginary Ones, pretty similar. But Invisible Friends have been doing a bit better. They come in right at that 5 Ethereum floor price, 5,000 items, and their activity has been doing all right since they launched. You can see in the last 90 days, they peaked over here at about 10 Ethereum, but they've been kind of steadily trading downwards just a bit to that 5 Ethereum price that we're at right now. So if you're in the market for that running man, walking man style of art, Invisible Friends would probably be amongst my top couple contenders. Now this next project you may or may not have heard of, and you may be wondering why once you see the art, it's trading at such a high price. Well, here it is. It's Chromie Squiggles by Snowfro, trading at 5.8 Ethereum, almost 10,000 items, and here's the art. Just these tiny little, very vibrant squiggles, and they're all pretty different. And if you want to look and see the highest valued NFTs from this collection, this one sold for 945 Ethereum. And that wasn't just a fluke, because we also saw this one sell for 922, 750, 485, 420. So what's going on with this project? So if you're aware of Art Blocks is one of the biggest and most well-known NFT projects in existence. And Snowfro is the guy that started and is behind Art Blocks. And so this is his initial project that he created, and that's why they're trading at such a high Ethereum price. 5.8 Ethereum for these little squiggles and millions of dollars for these top ones that traded. Now for this next project that I'm also a big fan of is VeeFriends, the original NFT project. 7.88 Ethereum, which coming down from their max of about 21, 22 Ethereum is quite a good deal at about 60 or 70% discount. And you can see the art for this project is not fantastic. It's been criticized a lot. It's really just hand-drawn art from Gary Vee, but it does have a lot of utility. VeeCon is in just a couple of days, and each of these NFTs got you a VeeCon ticket just by holding this NFT, and they also have some other perks as well depending on which NFT you're purchasing. And so you could be looking at a great opportunity to purchase one of these NFTs in that under 8 Ethereum price point. And we've seen a couple big spikes from VeeFriends in the last year. We can see this spike right here in August where we hit 21 Ethereum. We can see this spike right here in September, which we can't really see because my computer's going crazy, but it was about 23 Ethereum or so. And then this spike as well, which we saw for 31 Ethereum in January. So this project has done pretty well, and we may not be seeing these under 8 Ethereum or under 10 Ethereum price points for this project very much more in the future. Who knows, but I would predict that we're going to see some more big spikes with this project as Gary implements more with these NFTs. Because now that VeeFriends Series 2 has released, and he's really released the actual characters for this project, the ones that he's going to be showing to the public and creating TV shows out of, I think this project could have a lot of potential of taking off in the next 5, 10, 15, 20 years. But that's it for the under 10 Ethereum price point. We're going to jump up quite a bit to the 10 to 15 Ethereum price point, and we get into some really heavy hitters in these price ranges. And remember that I do understand that this is a ton of money for a lot of people, so I don't share these NFTs lightly as if they're just not much money just because it says 15 or 16 or 17 as the price. Do understand you got to multiply that by 2,000 because that's the current price of Ethereum. So when we look at this first project, Doodles, at almost 14 Ethereum, that means you're spending about $30-ish thousand for this NFT. And as you probably know, Doodles is a really massively successful project, very strong community. And I remember back in the days when these were under 2 Ethereum, and now we're here at 14 Ethereum. And we are just recently coming off of this spike of about 25 Ethereum with Doodles, so it could be a good time to jump into the project and get one for about 10 Ethereum less than you could have just a couple weeks ago. Now this next project may have a bit of controversy surrounding it, and I did make a video touching on those aspects, so you can go watch that, but that's of course Azuki at around 14 Ethereum, just shy, 10,000 items, 5.2 thousand owners. Here's the art, but I'm sure you know all about Azuki at this point. I'm not saying that this project is a good buy right now. I'm saying that there could still be some great potential for this project. There has been a bit of a scare online about the founder of this project running off and basically rug pulling all of the holders for this project because apparently he's done that with 3 other NFT projects. But as of now, at the time of filming this video, I'm not aware that that has happened yet. He's not rug pulled the entire community. And I do believe that the price of these NFTs fell really just based on that news because a lot of people got scared and they were uncertain, and so they sold off their NFTs. And you can see that massive drop because in the entire month of April, we were sitting at around that 34 Ethereum price point, and then that news came out, and within just a matter of days, we dropped from this point right here of about 30-ish Ethereum to about the price we're at right now. I'm not sure why my computer is still going crazy, 15-ish Ethereum. So there's a lot to think about with this project because there are those added red flags, but let me know what you think about it in the comments below. Next up, just under 15 Ethereum, 14.7 Ethereum floor price is the CloneX Avatar project. And this is by Artifact, and this is the one that they partnered with Murakami on from the Murakami Flowers project. And this project has been extremely successful, and Artifact itself has been very successful as well, creating their other Artifact NFTs, and they were actually acquired by Nike. So this project is really big. I can see that this project has a lot of potential, and it could be a great opportunity to buy this project right now when the floor price is just a bit lower than usual. Because this project has spiked to about that 25, almost 30 Ethereum price point at certain points in history, and these NFTs were sold for 3 Ethereum at launch, which a lot of people thought was way too expensive, but it seems to have panned out well for those that bought them at the initial launch. Now, next up, our last NFT project under the 20 Ethereum mark, where we start getting into the extremely heavy hitters. Mutant Ape Yacht Club, which I would actually consider to be an extremely heavy hitter NFT. If you have one of these, that's awesome. Obviously, Mutant Ape Yacht Club is from Yuga Labs, based off of the Bored Ape Yacht Club NFT project. These are basically the mutated versions of Bored Apes. They're not as valuable, obviously, as the Genesis Bored Ape collection, but they're extremely valuable and they still hold a lot of utility. They got a lot of great perks with the Otherdeed launch, as well as the ApeCoin launch as well from Yuga Labs. So if you're spending 20 Ethereum, Mutant Ape Yacht Club, in my opinion, is probably just about as good as it gets right now in terms of NFTs. This is just a great project and everybody knows about it. If you don't, go do some research. There's a ton to learn and understand, but just know it's an awesome project. All right, next up, a recent project that has really taken the NFT community by storm is Moonbirds. So Moonbirds is above 20 Ethereum, so now we're really into those heavy hitter NFT projects. 23.67 Ethereum, but it has been even over 30 Ethereum, so you are actually buying this NFT project at a bit of a discount right now. And Moonbirds is doing this very pixelated style of art, just like CryptoPunks, and also this project has been extremely successful because it's from the Proof Collective, and it already has a very well established and very well known team that has a great track record. So that's really helped this project take off and really hit the ground running. Now, next up, we're going to continue this trend of pixelated art, and we're going to look at Cyberkongs at 27.75 Ethereum. You probably know all about Cyberkongs. It's a really stellar project, has a massively strong community, and if you want to buy one right now, you're going to be paying a bit less than you could have back in March when they were at 84 Ethereum. So you're paying about a third of the cost than you were back then. Now, next up, we got to go away from OpenSea because they're not listed for sale there. We got to talk about CryptoPunks, one of the best projects, the OG NFT project, selling for just around 53.9 Ethereum at the lowest price, over $112,000. So this is big time money. But as you probably know, this is a massively successful project. We had one of the largest sales in NFT land at 8,000 Ethereum, $23 million for one of these alien NFTs from CryptoPunks, and then other several $million-dollar NFT sales. So this is a huge project. Gary Vee has said that he has 62 NFT projects and that he feels that it's his most solid investment for the next 30 years. And to me, that's saying a lot. So if you have 112 grand just laying around, CryptoPunks may not be a bad play. And now, finally, the last one that we're going to talk about, of course, Bored Ape Yacht Club, selling for just under 100 Ethereum, 99.98 Ethereum, which is actually about 30% cheaper than it was just a couple of weeks ago when it was trading for around 150 Ethereum. So this, again, is a massive project. There's going to be really huge perks for these NFTs in the Otherdeed Otherside metaverse. And also you can see there's been some massive sales. 800 almost Ethereum, 769, 740 Ethereum, 666, 600 Ethereum, 569 Ethereum. Just a lot of money spent on these apes. You can see $572,000 in volume in Ethereum. That's over $1.1 billion in volume based off of the current price of Ethereum. So obviously, Bored Ape Yacht Club, a huge project, really great project to get into and collaborate with a lot of the really exclusive holders, the really well-known holders and influencers, people like Jimmy Fallon, people like Post Malone, people like Steph Curry. Some really awesome people have these NFTs. But it is interesting to note that this price of 769 Ethereum is really just about 1/10 of the price of this CryptoPunk that sold back in February of this year. So with that being said, let me know down below which of these projects you think you would be most interested in purchasing. Also, if you're interested in getting some free stocks, go down below, check the link in my description for Webull, sign up and get a couple free stocks so you can just basically get free money. Awesome. Thanks for watching.